New developments tonight in the push to give some St. Louis families $500 of guaranteed income every month. The proposal is up for a final vote at City Hall this Tuesday, and not everyone is on board. Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, is here with a preview of the debate. Mark.
And U.S. Census data shows roughly 57,400 people in St. Louis live in poverty. That's nearly twice the national average. Now, local leaders are looking for new ways to lift some of those people out of poverty conditions, but critics have raised concerns about a lack of transparency and how that money might ultimately be spent.
The extra $500 in a family's hand every month.
The St. Louis Board of Aldermen is preparing to carve up millions of dollars in federal American Rescue Plan Act funding and could use a portion of it to kickstart a pilot program promising guaranteed basic income.
This is a $52 million bill, and $47 million of the spending is pretty much completely agreed upon. It's this $5 million that we really want to give a little bit more scrutiny to.
Alderman Tom Oldenburg voted against the initial measure that promises $500 monthly cash payments to roughly 440 households.
We're just giving cash away with no parameters of what happens to it. We should at least measure the impact. I would argue $1 of federal tax dollars should be scrutinized. This is $5 million, and we have no idea where it's going to go.
Why no strings attached?
You know, why have strings attached on something like this? There's strings attached on so many other programs.
Alderwoman Shamim Clark-Hubbard sponsored the measure. What stops someone from walking into a casino and just blowing all $500?
I think instead of negatively trying to maybe judge what a person would do with it, I think we should focus in on the possibility of what a family could do with an extra $500 in their bottom line to budget in every month.
Under the plan, a single parent with kids under 18 earning less than $31,127 or a couple making less than $39,151 could qualify.
We want to help the poorest in our city, without a doubt. I happen to believe that that can be done more systematically through home ownership and not just a cash giveaway.
How do we not know that they would put that $500 towards home ownership? How do we not know that that $500 could take the relief off of something else, could build them up to where they build their credit up to where they could apply for home ownership?
When the money runs out, who pays for it?
Well, you know, there is a push for this to become policy, you know, a long-term, long-going policy for our country.
But if a policy isn't sustainable on its own, what policy is it at all?
Well, you have some cities and some areas that have raised private funds to do programs like this, the pilot and then taking it further.
Billionaires like Michael Bloomberg and Twitter founder Jack Dorsey are backing a group called Mayors for a Guaranteed Income. They call cities laboratories of democracy. Places like LA, Chicago, Denver, and San Francisco have already launched similar cash giveaway programs, some of them doling out as much as $1,000 a month.